Aye, you ever sit there thinking, gee, I wish I had a completely illegal underground gambling empire? Yeah? Well, congratulations, sweetheart. Now you can. Introducing. Because why work a 9 to 5? One official lucky numbers notebook, already filled with random digits, fake winners, and just enough confusion to keep everybody playing. 50 pre-printed betting slips. We even spill a little coffee on them for that real street feel. One collector's envelope, perfect for cash, AOUs, and excuses like, don't worry, your number's coming tomorrow. A tiny voice recorder that whispers, the house always wins, pal. But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll throw in the cop payoff calculator. Just punch in your weekly earnings, your level of panic, and boom. It tells you exactly how much to slide across the table. Warning. May cause sudden wealth, unexpected attention, visits from guys named Sal, and one very angry Dutch guy, not responsible for raids, betrayals, or friends suddenly wearing wires. Listen, you didn't hear this from me, but in Harlem, it ain't about luck. It's about who's holding the book. The Harlem Number Starter Kit. If you're gonna play the game, run it. And if things go sideways, you never met me. Capisce?
A Pizzaverse Studios documentary. A Palermo Productions original. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Joey the Clown, the life and fall of Joseph Lombardo. On a humid June morning in 2007, cameras crowded the corridors of Chicago's federal courthouse. Reporters leaned over metal barricades, microphones outstretched, waiting for a glimpse of a man whose name had hovered over the city's underworld for half a century. When Joseph "Joey the Clown" Lombardo finally appeared, he did not look like the figure described in prosecutors' files. No longer the feared power broker of the Chicago outfit, but a 78-year-old man with thinning white hair, thick glasses, and a slow, uneven shuffle. Yet the charges read in court reached back across decades: racketeering, extortion, and murder, crimes tied to one of the most enduring criminal organizations in American history. As the family secrets trial began, jurors would hear about hidden graves, Las Vegas skimming operations, and union pension funds drained of millions. And at the center of it all stood Lombardo, smiling, joking, waving to the press. To some, it was a performance. To others, it was the final act of a life shaped by power, secrecy, and violence. But to understand how it all began, we have to go back. Beginnings 1929-1940s. Joseph Lombardo was born on January 1st, 1929, in Chicago at the dawn of the Great Depression. His parents were Italian immigrants, part of a wave that traded the villages of southern Italy for the crowded tenements of American cities. He grew up on Chicago's near West Side, a neighborhood of immigrants, laborers, and survival. Brick apartments pressed tightly together, laundry lines stretched across alleys. Men worked construction, rail yards, and foundries. Women sewed, cooked, and cleaned to keep families afloat. Money was fragile, stability was rare. And in those streets, another system of power quietly existed. Organized crime. The shadow of the outfit. By the time Lombardo was a child, the era of Al Capone had already faded, but the outfit remained quieter, more structured, more businesslike. Leaders like Frank Nitti, Paul Ricca, Tony Accardo, and Sam Giancana transformed the mob into a corporate-style enterprise. Gambling, labor unions, loan sharking. Violence still existed, but it was controlled. For young Joseph, this world was not abstract, it was local. It was the bookmaker down the block. The man who could fix a problem. The quiet meetings in back rooms. The line between legal authority and underground power was blurred. The shadow of the outfit. By the time Lombardo was a child, the era of Al Capone had already faded. But the outfit remained quieter, more structured, more businesslike. Leaders like Frank Nitti, Paul Ricca, Tony Accardo, and Sam Giancana transformed the mob into a corporate-style enterprise. Gambling, labor unions, loan sharking. Violence still existed, but it was controlled. For young Joseph, this world was not abstract, it was local. It was the bookmaker down the block. The man who could fix a problem. The quiet meetings in back rooms. The line between legal authority and underground power was blurred. Entering the life, 1940s, 1950s. As Lombardo reached adulthood, World War II reshaped Chicago. Factories boomed, jobs appeared. But for many working-class families, long-term security remained out of reach. Lombardo held blue-collar jobs, truck driver, machinist, laborer. But by the late 1940s, his name began appearing in police records. Petty theft, stolen goods, small-time crime. It was a familiar path, one that led from the margins into the outfit's orbit. He became associated with the Grand Avenue Crew, a powerful West Side faction controlling gambling and loans. His rise was gradual. Quiet, reliable, loyal. Exactly what the outfit valued. Power and humor. Unlike many mob figures, Lombardo developed a unique reputation. He joked with police, smiled in mugshots, cracked wise even under pressure. It earned him a nickname, Joey the Clown. But behind the humor was something else, discipline, discretion, and a deep understanding of power. By the 1960s, he was no longer a peripheral figure. He was a decision maker. The Teamsters and money. The outfit's greatest opportunity came through labor unions, especially the Teamsters. Their pension fund held hundreds of millions of dollars. Through allies like Alan Dorfman, mob figures could steer loans into casinos, construction, and hidden investments. Lombardo became a key intermediary, linking street-level operations to high-level financial schemes. Money flowed. Influence grew. And so did the risk.
You ever taste something that don't just hit your tongue, actor, but hits your soul? Yep, I didn't think so. Not until now. This is the Bambi Bar. Not your average corner store garbage. Nah, this is high-class indulgence. We're talking 24-karat gold, platinum accents, rose gold finishes. Yeah, we went all the way with this one. And inside, forget what you think you know about chocolate. This thing's infused with cotton candy. Sweet, airy, melts like a memory you ain't ready to let go of. It's soft, it's rich, it's dangerous. Like falling for the wrong person. Sub and not caring one bit. This ain't candy. This is a luxury chocolate experience. The kind of thing you don't share. The kind of thing you hide. The kind of thing you take one bite of. And suddenly everybody around you, they don't matter no more. You want cheap? Go somewhere else. You want unforgettable? You already know where to go. The Bambi Bar. One bite, and you're made. Brought to you by Bambi's Sugar Syndicate. Luxury never tasted this dangerous.
The Safford Murder, 1974. In 1974, a federal case threatened Lombardo. A businessman named Daniel Seifert agreed to testify about pension fund fraud. Before he could take the stand, he was murdered, shot in broad daylight at his factory. The case collapsed. Lombardo was acquitted. No charges were filed for the murder, but the message was clear. The Pendorf case, 1980s. In 1981, Lombardo was indicted in a major federal case involving union corruption, pension fraud, political bribery. He was convicted and sentenced to 15 years in prison. For the first time, he was removed from the streets. But he never cooperated, never talked. Return and Surveillance, 1990s. Released in the early 1990s, Lombardo returned to Chicago. Older, quieter, but still influential. He claimed he was retired. Law enforcement didn't believe him. They watched. Recorded. Waited. Family Secrets, 2005-2007. Everything changed in 2005. A former mob hitman, Nicholas Calabrese, broke the code of silence. He described decades of murders, naming names, including Lombardo. The result? A massive federal indictment known as Operation Family Secrets. Lombardo went on the run. But in 2006, he was captured. And in 2007, he stood trial. The verdict. After months of testimony, the jury reached its decision. Guilty. Including responsibility for the 1974 murder of Daniel Seifert. Lombardo was sentenced to life in prison. The final years. He spent his final years in federal custody. No interviews. No confessions. No cooperation. He maintained his innocence until the end. The man who once ruled quietly from Chicago's West Side died behind prison walls on October 19, 2007, at Attucks Florence Supermax prison in Colorado. He was 90 years old. Joseph "Joey the Clown" Lombardo lived a life defined by contradiction. A man who smiled in court, but stood accused of ordering death. A neighborhood figure who shaped national criminal networks. A clown who played one of the most serious games imaginable. His story is not just about one man. It is about a city, a system, and the hidden structures of power that existed in plain sight. This has been a Pizzaverse Palermo Productions documentary. If you enjoyed this deep dive into real crime history, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more documentaries, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. From Chicago's streets to the darkest corners of organized crime, we bring you the stories that history doesn't forget. Thank you for watching. Your support keeps these stories alive and allows us to continue exploring the truth behind the headlines. Stay curious. Stay informed. And we'll see you in the next story.
How are you, ladies?
Okay. There you are. You like this picture? All right. Come on, want to take a picture? Yes, there you go. Give him all you want.
That's right. Thank you,
That's right.
What's your name? Are you imported?
Huh?
Are you imported?
Yeah.
Why are they trying to track you down for your picture?
I don't know. Ask them.
Who is he? Oh.
I'm just buying a picture.
Oh, okay.
You like this picture?
Yeah,
All right.
it's nice.
You get ahead of him. Excuse me, ladies. Thank you. Oh, you're okay.
That's all of us. That's it. Never hold good. There you are.
Have a nice day.
What channel can we see it on?
Channel 7.
Okay.
That's the one.
And I go into that ground. I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. When I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. From the rubble, what do I see? There's a whole damn army thinking that they're gonna harm me, saying that I'll never get free. Oh, I got troubles, they won't let me be. But I won't get tired, set the town on fire till my troubles got trouble with me. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, was a boy. But now I'm done running, got another thing coming. Watch my enemies get destroyed. Oh, I got troubles of more than one kind, but I never sleep. Gotta bury me 6 feet deep where the sun don't shine. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. And when I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. Counted out, left for dead, wanted with a bounty on my head. But somehow, someway, I'ma keep moving along, moving along. Been counted out, left for dead, wanted with a bounty on my head. But somehow, someway, I'ma keep moving along, along. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. And when I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. Oh, they gotta bury me face down.